Rise and grind. The best tasting cigars in my collection. Let's get into this list. Here at Rise and Grind, we equip you. We share with you the best whiskeys, the best cigars, the best cognacs. We share with you cigar lounges. We share with you everything that you need to know so that you can level up and live your best life. And today, we want to share with you, hands down, the best tasting cigars in my collection. And so these are cigars that I've been enjoying for years. And so here is my top 5 best tasting cigars currently in my collection. And the first cigar that we have for you today, we've got this. It's called Biko. And so this is an Haitian cigar. And so oftentimes when you hear about cigars, you're looking at South America, Nicaragua, of course, Cuba, Dominican Republic. This is, I believe, the first cigar to come out of Haiti. And so it was made by some friends. They were into cigars, and so they started their own cigar company. This is an absolutely great cigar, and it feels good to be supporting a country such as Haiti. What does it taste like? And so this is it's a Habano wrapper. And so one of the things I noticed with all the cigars on this list, they're either Habano or Connecticut broadleaf. And so if you're looking for taste, flavor, sweetness, spice, they tend to be in Connecticut broadleaf. Connecticut broadleaf tends to give you that chocolatey notes, but I really like the Habanos, and so I'm getting into the Habanos as of late. And so this Biko, Haitian tobacco, this taste, it has this cereal note to it, and so I'm really enjoying this. You get lots of cocoa, you get lots of coffee, but it has this oatmeal cereal type taste to it. And so it's a pleasant stick. Again, I'm happy to be supporting this company coming out of Haiti, Biko, a great cigar. And the next cigar that we have for you, this comes from Crown Heads. This is the La Crema. And so this cigar was made to simulate or to remind us of a French dessert. And so this is a souffle. And so if you're big into desserts, if you're a foodie like me, you're gonna love this cigar. So of course it tastes like chocolate, but I also get lots of dried fruit on this. This has a pleasant saltiness to it. And so those who love Cuban cigars, you get that twang. This has a different kind of saltiness, but it's that pleasant. And so when I talk about it tastes like a dessert, it tastes like a souffle, it tastes like a tiramisu or tiramisu. It tastes like a fancy French dessert. But it does have a slight saltiness to it, which actually makes it even better. And so it's not overly sweet. Of course, it's a cigar, but it has this pleasant note to it. And so you get some pepper, the salt, the chocolate, the souffle notes. This is a Connecticut broadleaf. And so Connecticut broadleaf, they tend to pack the sweetness, the flavor, the chocolate notes. And so Crown Head knocked it out of the park with this. La Crema. This tastes like a souffle. We thank you for watching this video where we share with you our best tasting cigars. We hope that you are getting some value and benefit from this video. If you are, hit the like button, join this community, because we let you in on the tips. We let you in on the secrets. We tell you what is good and what isn't. Join this community and hit the subscribe button, because we're all about helping each other out. That's what this community is about. Men and women sharing our tips that we've learned along the way, sharing our journey. And in fact, we got an entire channel that's based on conversations. It's based on sharing our journey. And so that's more of a podcast. That's called the Grind Podcast. And so please check that out. But back to this, my favorite cigar of all time. Hands down, of course, this is going to be in my best tasting because the taste is just perfect. This is the God of Fire. This is the Carlito. And so God of Fire, so you don't go out and get the wrong one, they've got the Series B, which is the Connecticut Broadleaf. I believe they've got a Don Carlos version, which is very mild. They've got the Aniversario version, which is also a little mild. And then they've got this one, the Carlito. And so this is God of Fire, Arturo Fuente, so the same company that puts out Opus X. And so to me, this is more of a premium version of Opus X. God of Fire, Carlito, it's made with the African Cameroon wrapper. And so earlier I said there was 2 wrappers in this video. I said you got Habanos and you've got Connecticut Broadleaf. Okay, my real favorite wrapper is the African Cameroon. And so I grew up in the Caribbean eating this fruit called tamarind. And so that's what this reminds me of. It's a real sweet, slightly salty, just a pleasant fruit. The Cameroon wrapper, some people say it's got this nutmeg type taste to it, some bacon spice. This is just simply perfect. A perfect blend of sweetness. You get this syrupy sweetness, but you also get these red pepper flakes. My favorite cigar for a reason. Absolutely perfect cigar. Probably is the most expensive on this list. I think these are going for about $30 a stick. Worth it to me. The perfect cigar. The construction is going to be amazing. But today we're just talking about taste. It tastes great. Perfect blend of sweetness, salt, and spice. So again, you get that I wouldn't say syrup, but more of a maple sweetness to it with some red pepper flakes. Absolutely perfect cigar. 10 out of 10 for me. Best cigar ever made. Best cigar I've ever had. God of Fire by Carlito. And the next cigar that we've got La Palina. This is the Goldie. And so this is just a great cigar, just a solid smoke. This is also a Habano wrapper. What I get with this, lots of vanilla. And so this somehow has got this vanilla and walnut thing going on. Construction is always perfect. I just love these. I gotta start stocking up on these. I've heard that if you age these for a little while, it gets even better. And so what's so unique about this one, again, that vanilla and walnut. Absolutely great tasting cigar. And so now we look at the last cigar on this list. We thank you that you have watched, you've endured, you've spent this time with us. This cigar, it comes from 2 legendary makers. This is called the La Coalición, which means coalition, partnership. Partnership between Drew Estate and Crown Heads. And so Crown Heads, they just make such amazing products. We talked earlier about the La Carema. They also make one of my other favorites, the Mil Diaz. They make some good sticks. And they partnered with Drew Estate. Drew Estate, they're the makers of Liga Privada. You think Liga Privada, you're thinking Connecticut Broadleaf. And so that's what this is. It's a Connecticut Broadleaf partnership between 2 great companies, 2 great blenders. This, an amazing cigar. I just love these. I got a box of these. I'll always have a box of these on hand. This, you get lots of notes of chocolate chip, some coffee, and here's a big surprise, big twist. Here's what I get. I get some citrus notes in here. And so it's picture chocolate chip, citrus, and then you get some coffee note blending it all together. A great cigar, a great coalition, a great partnership, great tasting cigar. And so we thank you that you've spent this time with us as we shared with you some of the best tasting cigars that I have, and truth be told, some of the best tasting cigars I've ever enjoyed. Leave a tip. Let us know what is the best tasting cigars that you have in your collection. Let the community to know. Join the community. Hit subscribe, hit a like. Help this video to get out to others. Like, comment, subscribe, but most importantly, rise and grind.